And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for Thursday night's episode of Gotham Season 4, Episode 15. Now, in this episode, you had Enigma finally breaking out Penguin out of Arkham. Obviously, because we all know that Penguin still wants to get revenge on Sophia Falcone. And while that's all happening, you have Jim Gordon pretty much having the same idea. Not trying to go and kill her, but more trying to get her to go be in jail and all that stuff. He wants her off his shoulder because he has that little chip on his shoulder with her having the whole information that, oh, you knew about the pig the whole time, and you knew this was going to happen in Gotham, that you let it happen, and the whole blackmail issue. That was that thing. So that became a whole cat and mouse game of trying to find Sophia. Not only was Penguin playing the game with the Riddler, but they also teamed up with Lee Tompkins as well because she wants revenge of what happened to her hand in last week's episode, which was, the week before. Spoiler if you never saw it, where Sophia basically took a hammer, smashed her hand, and made her lose power over the Narrows. Obviously, Lee didn't like that, and she wants her revenge as well. And of course, you had Enigma trying to get back Solomon Grundy, which you all know is Butch. And of course, Butch actually remembers who he is now, and took him to Tabitha and Barbara. And speaking of Barbara, we got some information about her getting, having some weird headaches and then kind of feeling woozy. But we figure out something happens to her at the end of the episode. I'll get to that in a minute. So basically, obviously, the episode continues showing that they go after this bookkeeper guy who had information about Sophia, about what she's been doing there because he was working for Falcone when he was still alive, and all the information that he found out about Sophia killed her father and all that stuff. She had the information about the pig, and that's what Gordon needed. And of course, Penguin wanted to just kill her. Good episode. I really liked this episode a lot. It was fun, funny. I mean, for Christ's sake, Sophia gets shot. Before she gets shot, Gordon gets pretty shot. Like normal people would have died, but since he's such an important Batman character, we all know he wasn't gonna die. But this guy got shot, and of course, Sophia gets. I thought she gets killed, but she gets shot in the head by Lee, and she survives. Which was like, wow, really? I mean, obviously, this is Gotham. Nobody dies. Like how Harvey says. Which is cool now that Harvey's back in the team. He's got his badge back, so he's just back in the fold. So that's a good thing. The whole Barbara thing, I mean, 1 minute she's like having headaches, and then she starts feeling dizzy. And then she looks at her hand, and her hand starts glowing. And I'm like to myself, okay, is she going to get powers now? I mean, I don't mind if she gets powers, but it's like, really? Barbara? Really? And then she just literally, and then she looks at the corner of her, like, her bar, and then she sees Ra's al Ghul. Could it be an illusion? Could it really been him? Or like some kind of sign saying that he's coming back. I mean, we obviously know he's going to come back. He's Ra's al Ghul, who will always come back. Then she faints, and then it just ends there. Like I said, no idea what that means. Obviously, it could be effects of the Lazarus Pit, because if you remember, last season, Barbara died. And if you've been watching this season so far, we know that Ra's al Ghul brought her back to life with the Lazarus Pit. So, you know how the Lazarus Pit affects people. What happens to Sarah when, in Arrow and, of course, Legends of Tomorrow. We all know how that affects. It affected Bruce when he got into the Lazarus Pit. It always affects Ra's al Ghul whenever he takes a dip into it. So we know that can affect people. I mean, some people get affected different ways. So maybe this is an after effect. Who knows? All I know is that was some creepy stuff. Because then when you see the trailer, obviously in this week's episode, we see Jerome coming back as the Joker, which is going to be cool. And then at the end of that trailer, if you really look closely, you see Barbara waking up in some weird table. And it looks like the room is white, and somebody's like picks her up. Could it be Ra's al Ghul? Could it be somebody who works for him? We don't know. She's gonna play a part in that. Hopefully, we'll get more information about that. But like I said, it was a cool episode. I mean, Sophia Falcone's in a coma, so she'll be back, obviously. I mean, who knows what the heck is going to happen at the end of this season, obviously. No Poison Ivy this week. She'll probably come back as well. But, yeah, I mean, good episode. So let's see what happens moving forward. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode if you saw it. And stay tuned for more. And thank you very much. And have a good day.